We will soon learn who will lead the Catholic Church and replace the late Pope Francis. Roman Catholic cardinals met for Mass this morning at St. Peter's Basilica to pray for guidance and wisdom as they choose the next Pope. The doors closed at 1 o'clock this afternoon for the cardinals to vote. When will we learn their final vote, and who are some of the top contenders? Sister Mary McCormick with the Ursuline Sisters of Youngstown is back with us to explain here at 5. Thank you for taking the time.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, this is going to be a process. This was just day 1. So what were the cardinals doing during this beginning of the process, and what are some of the next steps?
Well, the last probably 10 or 12 days, the cardinals have been meeting together as a group. You know, they don't always know each other. Now, there was a synod recently in the church, and probably about 40% of the cardinal electors were part of that synod, so they know each other. But the rest of them may not know each other very well, so they were meeting, talking about what are the needs of the church, talking about what's the next best thing to do after the papacy of Pope Francis, and getting to know each other. Plus, they were praying. They were praying for the repose of the soul of Pope Francis, and also praying for the inspiration of the Spirit about the next step.
Yeah, we're told that that first vote just had some black smoke this afternoon. So,
okay.
So that's where we're at in the process. And we're seeing reporting that in some parts of the U.S., some want a more conservative pope, others want a pope that will continue the work of Pope Francis. And in his vision, in some of what he was working on, what do you expect from the cardinals? Like you said, they're just starting to get together. So what do you think that they're deciding?
Well, I think at the meetings they've been having these last few days, they were really trying to talk about what does the church need. And you know, like what any group of people, they don't always agree exactly. However, part of the time that they'll be together is to work toward a discernment, a process of listening and discussing and sharing ideas back and forth so that they can come to some consensus. When they do actually vote, you know, and there is a new pope, 2/3 of them will have to agree. So there really is that process of discernment and that process of kind of coming together saying, this person would be the next person, best person to lead us forward for the needs of the church and the needs of the world.
And based off the way they vote, how are you going to be able to tell the way the cardinals are going about this? We've got cardinals from multiple different parts of the globe this time. I mean, the most diverse group of cardinals that we've seen in history.
Yeah, it really is a diverse group. I think they're from 70 different countries and every continent on the face of the earth. So that's really different than would have been the case in the earlier parts of the church. I don't really know that we'll know anything until the Pope comes out. The first hint at all about this new Pope, besides you know, him walking out, will be the name that he has chosen. The name that he chooses gives you the very first hint about what that new Pope might be thinking about as he begins his time as the Pope.
And when folks see the white smoke and they see this moment, what will that signify for a lot of folks, and how will that impact the followers, their faith, and where they're at in their faith?
On the one hand, you know, the Pope is a symbol of unity, and in that sense, you know, Catholics throughout the globe, and I think many Christians throughout the globe, really look to the Pope as that person who speaks on behalf of the gospel, on behalf of goodwill and peace. And so that's a really good thing. And plus, every time Catholics pray at Mass, we always pray for the Pope, and so that's that source of unity. But I think on a day-to-day level, most people are influenced more by their local bishop. And the bishops, you know, they want to do the best for their own local church, our church here in the Diocese of Youngstown, but they get together periodically so that they can say, what's best for the church in Ohio, in the United States, in North America, and then around the world. There really is a hope for unity.
All right, well, we will check back in with you when we see the white smoke billowing from the Sistine Chapel. I really appreciate you joining us right here at 5, Sister Mary. Very insightful, and it's definitely been a great learning process for us to understand how they come about when they pick their next leader. This is a wonderful opportunity. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. I was very happy to do it.